Okay, so welcome grade 7. This week is our third week, continuing from week number 2. Ano? So today we'll be learning how to create more free body diagrams or the FBDs. So to represent the forces acting on an object. Ano? So mga anak, so a reminder, this week is just a continuation for week number 2. Okay? Pero yung ibang teachers kung na-cover na yung buong lesson about FBD and net force, okay, you can skip this activities na din. Kasi parang kung uulitin pa natin, magiging redundant. Kumbaga, itong week 3 is just a deepening, okay? Guiding students to master, okay, in creating a free body diagrams, ano, and identifying the forces acting on the objects. Okay, so I am Sir Wawi, your ever curious science buddy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll always be updated on our upcoming videos. All right, let's start. So like what I've said, our topic for this week is about how balance and unbalanced forces affect motion. So it's just creating more free body diagrams, okay, differentiating unbalanced and balanced forces. So much better mga ma'am and sir, okay, while teaching the students creating the free body diagram is it is really important. Okay, talaga na-introduce natin sa week 1 yung different types of forces para pag nakita ng mga bata yung mga objects na ating pinapagawa ng FPD, they can identify the forces acting on that particular situations. Like for example, what are the type of contact forces and the non-contact forces. So dapat na idagdag natin. Okay, minsan nagugulat ng mga bata. Sir, biglang may object sa tubig. Okay, so ano yung force na possible meron din sa tubig? Okay, forces na possible meron sa strings. Okay, so yan, dapat na ipaliwanag natin ng ayos yun. So anyway, for the learning competency is just similar po sa week number 2 since it's just a continuation like what I've said earlier. And then for learning objectives, so most of it na-cover na din natin sa week number 2. Okay, pero sabi ko nga, deepening na lang din yung gagawin natin. Okay, so sige. So for before we begin, okay, review muna sa creation ng FPD. So observe the situation illustrated below. Tingnan muna natin mga anak yung mga situation na nandyan. And of course, think of the forces that act on the identified object. So let's identify kung ano ba yung mga forces na meron doon sa object. Sir, but always po ba na dalawang force lang yung meron sa object? Okay, whether it's a stress or in motion. So, pwedeng lumagpas mga anak dun sa tatlo depending on the actual example or situation. Okay, kaya nga sa paggagawa ng free body diagram, we really have to draw first the x and y axis. Kasi pag nag-draw kayo mga anak ng x and y axis, you can easily pinpoint or identify the direction of the forces, whether it is upward, downward, or to the right or to the left. Okay, and then take note, okay, yung ating dot is the origin or the object. It represents the object. So, draw the free body diagram and label all forces acting on the identified object in the sample situations. Remember that the length of the arrow represents the strength or magnitude of the force. Okay, so tandaan natin. So, dapat aware din tayo mga anak sa length ng bawat arrows. Okay, na pag mahaba, it means that the force in that arrow is strong. Pag maikli, di less yung force. Okay, so sige. Second, determine the direction of the net force. Okay, so when we say net force again, it is the total force or sum of all forces present on the object or acting on the object. Ano? So, tingnan natin if it is to the right, left, up, down, or not applicable. And state of motion of the object due to these forces or kung tingnan natin yung situation is at rest or in motion but in constant speed or in motion but in changing speed. Okay, so sige. So, paalala ko mga anak ulit. Okay, so board muna tayo. Gawa tayo ng board. Okay, this one. Open lang tayo. Okay, so sorry for this one. Okay, ayan. Mag-open tayo ng board. Okay, sabi ko sa inyo sa pag-create ng free body diagram, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, you first, okay, draw the X and Y axis. Okay, X and Y axis muna para hindi tayo mahirapan. Ano? Ayan. Yung X and Y axis muna natin ang i-consider. Pasensya na kung hindi straight yung x-axis. Supposedly, it's straight yan. Pero ang hirap gawing straight. Okay, ayan. And then, meron na tayong x and y-axis. And then yung dot sa gitna is the object. It is the object. It represents the object. And then this one, this part, yung part na to is the x-axis. Okay, x. Okay, x-axis. Ayan, at yung part na nasa taas. Okay, yung part na nasa taas, nandun sa taas. This part, insert na lang natin ang text box. Ang hirap eh. Ang hirap. Ayan, so yung sa taas naman is the y-axis. Okay, so yung sa taas, lagay lang natin sa taas. This one is the y-axis. Ito, hindi ko na maitaas. Shape format. Wrap behind. Kasi behind ko na lang para madrag ko pataas. Ayan, this one. Tandaan natin yung y-axis is the vertical. Okay, according to Cartesian coordinate plane. And then yung ating x-axis is the horizontal or yung pahiga. Okay, and take note all the forces has its own sign din. Pag yung ating upward force, it's a positive. Okay, pag downward, it's a negative. Pag to the left, it's negative. And then to the right, it's positive. So this is the simple, so tingnan natin. Okay, it's not always na dalawa lang yung forces na present. Pwedeng sumobra doon mga anak. Ayan, so tingnan natin later kung meron pa. So gagawin nyo muna to. Okay, titingnan nyo muna kung ano yung forces. Sir, possible bang wala yung x-axis? Possible. Yung y-axis lang po, pwede. Possible po ba na lahat ng yan nandoon? Oo. Okay, so tingnan natin. So balik tayo sa PowerPoint presentation natin. Ayan. So observe the situation. We have a lamp on the top of the table. Okay, and then an apple falling from a tree, kicking a soccer ball on a rough surface, pushing a box along a smooth, frictionless surface. So, mas maganda siguro hands-on tayo sa pagtuturo dito sa board. Mas maganda may ruler tayo, ganun mga sir, para mas maganda. So, a lamp on the top of the table. So, yung state of motion niya, mga anak, is it at rest or in motion? Gumagalaw ba? Okay, it's at rest Okay, so ano kaya yung mga possible forces na meron dyan? Pag at rest, okay, so dalawa lang yung possible forces, the upward force. Okay, di ba ito yung example ng contact force? Okay, so sige, ano yung mga forces na nandyan? It's, okay, normal force and gravitational force. Yung normal force is pataas, while yung gravitational force is pababa. Okay, so ayan. So, yan lang po yung forces. So, sir, pwede po nating alisin yung x-axis in this situation? Okay, pwede. Okay, actually, pwede yung alisin tong x-axis dyan. Okay, just the normal force and gravitational force. And as you can see, the length of the arrow in this FBD is equal. Okay, so, ibig sabihin, balance yung force na meron dun sa lump. Okay, ayan. And then, pag kinumpute natin, yung net force nito is 0 kasi all forces na balance ang net force ay 0. So, state of motion, it's at rest. And the direction of the net force is not applicable. Wala namang direction yung net force kasi yung object hindi naman gumagalaw. Right? Okay, so second, an apple falling from a tree. Okay, so write ulit tayo ng coordinates, Cartesian coordinate plane, the x and y axis. So doon sa state of motion, syempre yan ay in motion, 'di ba? In motion, meron tayong dalawang type ng in motion. In motion, changing speed, or in motion in constant speed. So pag naglalaglag yung apple, syempre in motion, in changing speed. Okay, so meron tayong direction of the net force. Pasaan yung apple? It's downward, So, dalawa lang yung forces na meron din dito. Kasi hindi naman to the left, to the right yung apple, So, it's normal force ba meron? Wala. So, yung normal force magiging air resistance and then yung pababa is the gravitational force. Okay, yan lang po yung FBD. And as you can see, yung length ng arrow is hindi magkaparehas. Kasi, okay, the force acting on the object is unbalanced. Okay, and for this situation, we can conclude that the net force is not zero. Okay, so mamaya magka-calculate tayo niyan, So, sige. Number 3, kicking a soccer ball on a rough surface. Okay, sumipa ka in a rough surface. Okay, so mga mamansur, depende po itong illustration kung paano nyo ginawa. Kung to the left or to the right, ay di babaguhin natin po yung FBT kasi na ano itong illustration, pwede nating i-drag to the left or to the right. So since yung illustration na nandito, yung kanyang pagsipa, pag sa monitor tayo is to the left, going to the left, so andoon, papunta yung ating net force. Okay, while state of motion, pagsipa, in motion or at rest? In motion, changing speed or constant speed? Changing speed. Okay, so dito, may normal force pa ba? Okay, so wala. So dito, okay, these are the forces present. Yung applied force, pag sipa mo, nag-apply ka ng force sa bola, papunta to the left. And then yung friction force, while the ball is rolling, okay, syempre may opposite motion. Okay, which is the friction. Okay, which the friction makes the ball stop from rolling. Next. Ayan, in motion, changing speed, net force is to the left. And then pushing a box along a smooth, frictionless surface. So, pag nagpupush tayo, of course, it's in motion or in changing speed depending on the force that you applied. Okay, so pasaan naman yung state of motion? Pwede rin itong mabago mga mamansur, depende kung saan nyo po pinaharap yung illustration. Kaya be aware din po tayo sa FBD. So, to the right. Okay, di ba yung ating net force dito? Okay, so meron tayong 3, o diba sabi ko sa inyo, pwedeng sumobra sa dalawa yung first na present. Meron tayong, okay, applied force to the right, and then yung friction force, which is the opposing force, and then downward force, the gravity. Okay, hindi naman lumutang yung box while pushing it, di ba? Okay, so sige, so may gravity pa din doon. Ayan, next. Pwede nyo maglagay dito ng normal force sa taas mga anak. Okay, depende yon. It's not necessarily na lagyan pa din natin ng gravity kasi dito lang din sa situation na to, pwedeng alisin din natin yung gravity at ang itira lang natin dito is yung applied at friction like the FBD in number 3. Depende yon. Okay, so pero acceptable pa din. Kung kinomplete niyo yung apat, may normal force sa taas at gravitational force sa baba, tama pa din. Okay, so which situations provided above are at rest? Is or at rest? Ano yung mga at rest sa situation? Okay, syempre yung situation 1 lang which is the lamp on the table. And then which situations provided above is or are in motion? Yung gumagalaw. Correct. Okay, yung situation 2, an apple falling from a tree, kicking a soccer ball, and then pushing a box. Okay, so 2, 3, and 4. Which situations provided above have a zero net force? Alin doon yung balance? Okay, so pag balance, zero net force, ano yung situations? Okay, situation 1. Okay, yan yung may zero net force. Which situations provided above has or have a non-zero net force? Yung hindi zero ang net force kasi unbalanced. Correct. Situation 2, 3, and 4. How were you able to determine the direction of the net force? Paano ba ninyo nalaman yung direction ng force or net force? Of course, the direction of the motion is the direction of the net force. Kung papasaan yung motion mo, of course, that's the direction of the net force. Like yung apple falling from a tree. Okay, papasaan ba yung motion ng apple? Pa downward. Pushing a box kanina, papasaan yung pag-push to the right. Kicking a soccer ball, papasaan nyo ba yung pag-kick to the left, diba? Okay. Next. So let's pull each other. So ito mga mamansur is it's up to you kung ipapagawa na since na alam na naman natin yung balance force and unbalance. Pwede rin itong isingit natin. So week number 2 kung gusto nyo tag of war. Okay, pero ito yung gagawin sa in an open space para medyo spacious yung ating paggagawa ng activity. Choice nyo po kung papagawan. May mga guide questions din after. Okay, doon. So, it's up to you po. For activity number 2, balance or unbalanced force. Okay, so balance forces. Again, what is a balance forces? So dito, balance forces result to zero net force. Tatandaan, pag balance yung force, laging ang net force ay zero. And no change in object state of motion at rest or moving at constant speed. Sir, kanina pa po natin nakarinig yung constant speed. Pag sinabi natin mga anak na constant speed, meron kasi tayong dalawang type ng in motion. It's either in constant speed or in changing speed. Pag constant, hindi nagbabago yung bilis, hindi bumabagal, hindi bumibilis. Okay, kung ano yung bilis mo or bagal mo nung simula hanggang continuous yun, hindi nagbabago. Constant. Pero pag changing speed, it's unbalanced. Pag constant, narinig niyo agad yung constant, it's balance. Okay, unbalanced forces results or result in non-zero net force, and there is a change in the object's state of motion. Okay, lagi ditong may change na word. Okay, laging may unequal na word. Laging may non-zero na word. Okay, pag narinig niyo yung mga word na yon, it's unbalanced forces. So, forces, balance versus unbalance. So, meron tayo dito pushing with the same amount of force, hanging a chandelier attached to a ceiling, falling stones to the ground, sports car moving at constant speed to the right. Okay, floating a block of wood, lift off of a space rocket, same weight of apples and blocks on each plate of the scale, and then rolling a ball along the grass. So, i-identify natin mga anak yung mga situations na balance or unbalance. So, let's start. Pushing with the same amount of force. Is it balance or unbalance? Correct, it's a balance. Same amount. It means pag nagtutula ka ng same amount, yung object hindi gumagalaw kasi same amount yung force eh. So, at rest yung object kasi tinutulak niya same amount of force. Okay, balance. Okay, yung force na meron doon. Hanging a chandelier attached to a ceiling. Pag nakahangin lang yung mga object, it's a balance. Ano? Okay, may gravity and then may tension force pataas. Okay, so balance po yung forces. And then, falling stones to the ground. Falling. Okay? So, depende yan kung ano, nag-change ng speed while it falls. Ano? So, dito, unbalance yung force natin sa third situation. Sports car moving at constant speed to the right. Constant, hindi nagbabago yung bilis. So, ibig sabihin, it's a balance force. Floating a block of wood. Correct. It's a balance force pa din. Okay, kasi nga, dito yung weight and then yung yung tumutulak pababa ng force sa kanya is nag-equal. Kaya yung wood is lumutang. Okay, it's a balance force. Okay, yung force na meron dyan is the buoyant force. Next, lift off of a space rocket. Pagtaas, take off. So, ang force pataas nandiyan is the thrust force, T-H-R-U-S-T. And then yung pababa, gravitational force. Dito, unbalance yung force. Okay, same weight of apples and blocks in each plate of the scale. So, same weight. So, balance. Kita naman natin, balance. Rolling a ball along the grass. Pag rolling, of course, it's unbalance. Okay. So, alin doon sa mga situation yung balance forces? Correct. Pushing with the same amount of force, hanging chandelier, sports car moving at constant speed, same number of apples and blocks in each plate of the scale, floating block of wood. And then, net force is zero kasi nga balance. And then state of motion, okay, at rest or in motion at constant speed. Okay, and balance natin is yung falling stones, lift up of a space racket, and rolling a ball along the grass. So here the net force is non-zero. And then the state of motion is changing speed. Tandaan natin. So ito mga ma'am-answer pa din yung ipagawa kung may dami pa tayong time. Okay, pero pwede na natin i-skip kasi marami na naman tayong activities. It's nasa LE kasi to kaya nilagay ko din. It's up to you. Okay. Ayan. So, ayan. So, proceed tayo sa activity number 4, forces in motion, finding the net force and drawing the FPD. So, dito magka-calculate po na po tayo ng value ng net force. Okay, so sige. Ayan. So, observe the situation. Okay. So, for the procedure, identify all forces acting on the crate, then draw the FBD diagram on different situations, and then calculate the net force along X and Y axes, determine the state of motion of the crate, and then identify if the forces are balanced or unbalanced. Okay. So, sige. So, dito sa ating situation number 1, the crate is not moving or at rest. Okay, so no exerted force from opposite side of the rope. So yung ating direction ng force, walang direction ng net force kasi balance nga po, tiga. Okay, so tingnan natin yung value ng net force ng Y and X-axis. So sa X-axis, walang force, okay na, nag-act. Okay, kasi it's just a normal force and gravitational force. So the net force in x-axis is not applicable. Ano? In y-axis naman, since it's balanced, it's automatically 0. Okay, so baka may magtanong, Sir, bakit po ito yung minus? Dun sa unang example ninyo is plus. Okay, so let's clarify this. So how will we define the word net force? Pag sinabi natin net force is the sum of all forces acting on the object. Summation of all forces acting on the object. Ano? Okay, so paano ba natin? So, in Cartesian plane kasi, di ka may mga sign tayo doon. Okay, and then dun sa aking unang binigay na example sa week 2, let's say yung unang situation, yung ating crate at rest, yung normal force niya, let's say, is, yung kanyang normal force or Fn, let's say, ay, ang hirap maglagay ng subscript. Ayan. So, F, Fn, let's say yung kanyang normal force, ang value ng kanyang normal force is mm, ayan, let's say yung value ng kanyang net force ay ano po possible yung wait lang, alisin natin yung subscript. Okay. Let's say yung value ng kanyang net force ay 10 Newton. At yung kanyang gravitational force, okay? Gravitational force niya, let's say ay okay, yung kanyang gravitational force ay 10 Newton kasi nga balance diga. So dito mga anak, sa paggagawa natin or sa pagkuha ng net force natin is equal to, okay, pag nag-assign tayo ng sign, okay, 10 or positive 10 Newton plus, okay, plus negative 10 Newton is equal to 0 Newton. So tama naman to. Actually, may nabasa akong libro. This is very accurate din ito para mapakita kung ano yung sign talaga ng bawat magnitude or value. Okay, sa Cartesian plane. Kasi automatic yan. May mga sign positive or negative depending on their direction. Pag upward, it's positive. Pag downward, it's negative. Pag to the left, it's negative. Pag to the right, it's positive. Pero, para mas madali mga anak, meron pa akong mas na ano, ito yung aking nakita sa module natin. Feeling ko mas madali ito. Kasi ito na lang ang tatandaan ninyo mga anak. Pag opposite force, tatandaan ninyo, laging ang gagamitin natin is subtraction. Automatic subtraction. Subtraction or um, ima-minus natin ha. Subtraction. Yung gagamitin natin na operation. And then, sir, possible po ba magkaparehas yung direction ng forces? Paano po sir pag magkaparehas? Napaka-rare lang po yun mangyari mga nasa physics. Pag magkaparehas, let's say parehas upward, edi plus yung gagamitin natin. Okay. Pero dapat, ano natin, yung ating mga sign din, ano? So, para mas madali, minus na lang yung lagi yung gagamitin natin. So, here, in first situation, okay, balance, hindi na natin ito isosolve kasi automatic zero na po ang net force. Okay, sa situation 2, identify all forces acting on the crate, then calculate the net force along the x-axis. So dito may normal force and gravitational force pa din dun sa ating crate. Pero yung crate naman ay hindi naman bumaba or hindi naman ah, tumaas or nag-move upward. So, balance pa din yung pwersa. Ang nagkakaroon dito ng unbalanced force ay yung to the left and to the right. Okay, which is 15 Newton to the left and 150 Newton to the right. So, ito yung FBD natin. And this is the, okay, net force pag sinolve natin. So, try nating isolve yung ating situation 2. Okay, sige mga anak. Ayan. So, copy-paste na lang muna natin ito. Okay. So, yung ating tension force, okay, na number 1, okay, T1, okay, is equivalent to, sabi dun is 50 Newton. Okay, di ba? And then yung ating tension force, okay, tension force, okay, to the left is 150. To the right rather is 150 Newton. Okay, to the right. Ayan, to the right. Ito yung to the left. Ito yung to the right. Ayan, to the right. Okay, based on the illustration. And then, ang gagawin natin, substitute the value ng net force natin. Titingnan natin kung 0 pa din yung makakalabasan. So, we will have, okay, tension force. Natin yung number 2. Unahin lang natin yung malaki. Okay. Minus. Nakasubscript pa. Ang hirap, minus. Okay, minus tension force to the left. Okay, i-substitute lang natin yung value. Ano yung value ng tension force to the right? It's 150 Newton. Minus, okay, tension force to the left, which is 50 Newton. So, ano yung sagot natin dito mga anak? It's equal to 100 Newton. So, itong ating sagot is a non-zero value. Okay, ano? So, is it balanced or unbalanced? So, definitely, dito sa sample natin, it's unbalanced force. Pag ang net force is, okay, not zero, it's unbalanced. Pero pag zero, it's balanced. So, in actual, mga mamansir, bigyan pa natin sila ng maraming example or problem solving para mas mamaster nila. So, sa situation 3, napakadali kasi since parehas yung value, balance yan, the net force is 0. Ima-minus lang natin. Okay, so this one. Sige, try this one. What is the net force in the x-axis? It's 0 Newton. Ano? Description of motion at rest. Nakatigil lang yung crate kasi parehas yung persa, hindi umaalis yung crate. Balance or unbalanced? Of course, it's balance. What about this one? 150 Newton and then 150 Newton. Okay, 0 at rest and then balance. What about 200 Newton to the left, 300 Newton to the right? Okay, net force is 100 Newton. Description, moving, unbalanced. Magma-minus lang tayo mga anak. Ano? 350 Newton to the left, 300 Newton to the right. It's negative 50 Newton. Okay, and then description is, okay, moving, and then balance or unbalanced. It's unbalanced. Pwede na natin hindi tayo maglagay dito ng sign anak. Okay, ganyan. Okay, kasi minus ang ating ginawa. Kaya lang nagkaroon ako ng negative dito is dahil ang ginawa ko is yung first. Okay, yung ating first na yung plus. Okay, it's 50 Newton. Okay, next, this one, 0 Newton at rest, balanced. Okay. So what happens when the forces acting on the object are not balanced? The object will move depending on the direction of the net force. How do you know the direction of the motion if the forces are unbalanced? The direction of the motion depends on the team which exerted the greater force. Based on the situation, does changing the position of the players affect the net force? No. Okay. So, what conditions result in balanced forces? Ito lang yung sa tag of war, mga mamansir. So, definitely pwede yung i-depend ito or kahit hindi na. Okay, so unbalanced explorations. Sige. So, pwede rin hindi na ito ipagawa. Okay? Kung may available naman kayong materials, pwede rin ipagawa. So, let's differentiate balance and unbalance through a Venn diagram. Pag balance force, zero net force, object can be at rest or moving at constant speed, do not cause any change in motion, may have equal magnitude forces in the opposite direction. Okay, pag unbalanced naman, non-zero net force, objects moving at changing speed, okay, cause a change in motion, okay, may have unequal magnitude forces in the direct opposite direction. Okay, tingnan natin. Balance, zero net force. Unbalance, non-zero. Pag balance, object can be at rest or moving basta constant yung speed. Pero sa unbalance, yung object gumagalaw in a changing speed. Okay. Sa balance, do not cause any change in motion. Sa unbalance, cause a change in motion. Sa balance forces may have equal magnitude, okay, in the opposite direction. Pero sa unbalance, dapat unequal yung magnitude. Kasi pag parehas yung magnitude, let's say 10 Newton, 10 Newton ako, it's a balance forces. Ano naman yung pagkakaparehas nila? It involves forces acting on the object. Okay, nakuha. Sige, so for formative assessment, okay, pwede natin gamitin yung worksheets, okay, sa ating learning activity sheets, page 16 to 17. Okay, thank you so much mga anak, and hopefully you already master how to create a free body diagram and identifying forces acting on an object. It's very simple.